Vail suffers a 48% revenue loss in the busiest quarter of the season. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, shop and restaurant owners in downtown Breck are cozying up to the idea of a car-free summer on Main and festival planning for this fall. Lucy Kay with the Breck Tourism Office.
96% of our survey respondents were in favor of our walkable Main Street experiment. And 90% of our business respondents were in favor of us proceeding with planning for fall events.
62 owners took part in that survey. BTO held a virtual public meeting this morning for big tourism questions like the return of paid parking when Main Street closes late next Thursday. Town Manager Rick Holman.
It is more important than ever to manage the spaces that we do have available and ensure that those are available for our guests and they're not being taken up by employees in the town.
The BTO is not actively marketing to guests right now. Instead, the focus is education and messaging, especially face masks. Lucy Kay.
A lot of these things are probably going to become part of our permanent culture, just like seat belts and helmets.
Stay tuned at 4 and 5 with more from the BTO. Meanwhile, Vail Resorts is banking on day trippers after one of the worst quarters in recent memory. The Vail Daily reports on third quarter earnings, February through April, the thick of spring break, showing a loss of nearly 48% compared to last year. Year to date, Vail is down 27.5%. CEO Rob Katz promises resorts worldwide will open by late June or early July, noting that, quote, consumer sentiment seems to be the shorter the distance, the better. The company is also relying on future Epic Pass sales to pad its revenue. District Attorney candidate Heidi McCollum made the claim she is first female to run for DA's office in the 5th Judicial District and promptly got called out by the real first female. The Vail Daily reports a Summit County resident, Sanam Mernia, ran for DA in 2016, and McCollum apologized for a lack of clarity that she actually meant to say first Democratic female candidate. McCollum is running against Braden Angel for the Democratic nomination. Primaries are held June 30th. Colorado lawmakers are fast-tracking a statewide bill for police reform, which includes mandatory body cams. Breckenridge Chief of Police Jim Baird explains how body cams helped his department in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
The part about body cams that the community really, really loves, and they should love, is that it gives the ability to make the police department more transparent.
Drawbacks are limited point of view. Cameras cannot see what happens behind an officer. And this.
Just because the community has every right to see what their police are doing and the actions that they're taking, I don't believe that they personally have the right to see their neighbor on the worst day of their life on video.
Silverthorne and Dillon Police are the only local departments with body cams, and cost is another issue. Equipment for Silverthorne PD is $26,000 annually, not counting payroll. Estimated equipment cost for Breck PD is upwards of $40,000. For large Front Range departments, it totals $120,000 or more. The police reform bill was introduced this week and could be ratified as soon as next Monday. The latest now on coronavirus and Colorado's senior population. At a press conference yesterday, Governor Jared Polis recognized the mental and emotional strain at senior living homes right now, still under lockdown, and unveiled a new program for family visits called the Lifeline Pass.
A 48-hour pass after a negative test can reduce the risk of spreading coronavirus to those who are most vulnerable and help make sure that our grandparents and parents can receive the love that we all need in a reasonably safe way.
Details on the Lifeline Pass will be finalized next week. Summit County confirms 246 cases of COVID-19 as of today, one more than yesterday, and 38 new tests. Colorado claims 27,360 cases and 1,512 total fatalities, 1,255 directly from COVID. In sports, the Nuggets get a shot at the NBA title this season when pro basketball returns July 31st. ESPN reports 22 teams open a shortened season at Disney World in Orlando, playing a round of regular season games for seeding before a standard playoff format. Finals will wrap by October 12th. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, it is confirmed the Breckenridge Recreation Center and indoor tennis courts are open for patrons next Wednesday, June 10th. Face masks and reservations are required, limited to 50 people at a time. Silverthorne Rec could reopen June 15th. Summit Climbing Gym in Silverthorne opens June 22nd, and Stephen C. West Ice Arena opens July 1st. A Basin closes for the season this coming Sunday, June 7th. And we've got flow updates for boaters and anglers. The 10-mile creek through Frisco peaked this past Sunday at just over 900 cubic feet per second. It is 592 CFS at noon. The Blue River at Farmers Corner is 392 CFS and 1,000 CFS below the dam. Boating is closed through Silverthorne. The Colorado River is 941 CFS at Windy Gap, 2350 at Kremling, and 6310 at Dotsero. The Williams Fork below the reservoir is 263 CFS. The Arkansas is 440 CFS near Leadville and 2440 in Granite. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.